Asperger's is a diagnosis on the autism spectrum, and someone with Asperger's may have strengths with things like attention to detail and persistence, but difficulty with other things like social interaction. Being in a car wreck can be a loud, violent, and confusing experience. Emergency vehicles come, there's people all around, it's chaotic, especially to a person with autism. For someone with autism, a car wreck can instantly replace a familiar environment with one of utter chaos, and it could be an overwhelming experience. A parent of a child with autism is definitely the best person equipped to handle their child's individual challenges, especially during a car wreck. But here are just a few tips. When first responders arrive at the scene, make sure to try to tell them what your child's specific needs are so they can individualize their attention and make sure your child is not injured or the extent of their injuries and best treat them. Also, if possible, try to remove your child from the environment to something a little more familiar to them. After an accident, follow up with the pediatrician as soon as possible, just to make sure your child gets checked out. Also, try to make things as normal as possible or as familiar as possible for the child. That may be difficult because your car that they're used to may be totaled, and so that you might have a change there. Also, look for ways to use your child's unique gifts to help them overcome or deal with their anxiety following a car wreck. We've represented plenty of clients that have had autistic children involved in car wrecks and understand how awful even a ride in an ambulance could be to the hospital, or even the months it may take for the child to cope with their fears following a car wreck. So call us today and let's talk about that at 985-590-6182.